Would you mind taking a picture of us?
Oh, no problem.
Thanks.
Yes, problem. You need Verizon.
Trade in that old thing and get a new iPhone 15 Pro with tons of storage, so you can take all the pics.
So many selfies.
A preposterous amount of panos!
That means panoramic.
And as many portraits of me as your heart desires.
How about none?
None, yeah, none feels right.
Trade in any iPhone in any condition and get iPhone 15 Pro and iPad and Apple Watch SE all on us. Only on Verizon.
It's a remarkable thing.
Next, ET, our exclusive with Michael J. Fox in Nashville. Always great to sit down with him.
Yes. All right, before we go, big news for fans of Sonic the Hedgehog. Knuckles is spinning out on his own series.
Yep, the 6-episode event streams April 26th.
Happening now.
A family's hunch leads to a sad discovery here. 2 men found dead. I'll tell you what else deputies say they found inside this home.
Perfect day to give away some Eclipse glasses, and I'll be doing that live at Tacos Norteño, along with the all-important cloud cover forecast for Eclipse Day and what you can expect even through the weekend in just a bit.
Paper towels, they're convenient cleanup, but which ones to buy? Coming up, paper towel tests to find out which ones clean up the best. The news at 5 starts right now.
At First at 5, a family's fears appear to have come true. After trying to reach 2 of their loved ones for more than a week, they found both men dead inside a home.
Katrina Weber with what was found along with those bodies that may show there was a lot more going on in this sad story.
In the middle of a quiet South Bexar County neighborhood, sheriff's investigators begin trying to solve a mystery. They were called to a home on Martinez Street off South Flores by family members who made the disturbing discovery around 9 this morning. Deputies say the relatives forced their way inside, then found 2 men, one in his 70s and the other in his 40s, dead from gunshot wounds. Deputies say this was their second call about those men in recent days. They say earlier family members had requested a welfare check, saying they hadn't seen or heard from the men since March 23rd. When deputies responded to that initial call last Wednesday, they say they couldn't get past that gate because it was locked. They say they tried calling on the phone and even made announcements on a loudspeaker, but then left after getting no answer. A sheriff's spokesman says under department policy, deputies would have needed a search warrant to go any farther. This time around, investigators, some wearing protective suits, went into the home and found the men in a bedroom. They say there also were guns in that room and throughout the home, and deputies say they found drug paraphernalia, including scales and packaging materials there too. But what they were not able to say right away is who shot the men, whether they should label this case as a double murder or maybe something else. Katrina Weber, KSAT 12 News.
Happening in about an hour, the Uvalde City Council is meeting. This meeting coming just days after the newly elected mayor resigned, citing health reasons.
And the police chief also leaving this week, both of them walking away from their jobs following the release of what some call an embarrassing independent investigation into the Robb Elementary School shooting.
Lee Waldman joins us live in Uvalde. Lee, we've been waiting for City Council to address that report since its release last month. Will that finally happen tonight?
Well, looking over the agenda posted on the city's website, it looks like this is another meeting where that independent investigation will not be addressed by the council. However, if last city council meeting was any indication, families of victims and survivors will not be letting this go. Tonight's meeting will be led by Mayor Pro Tem Everardo Zamora, seen here on the city's website. He's taking the mayoral seat after Cody Smith's sudden and unexpected resignation yesterday afternoon. At the last meeting held by council here in Uvalde on March 12th, then Mayor Smith asked the families to give him more time with the independent investigation conducted by Austin area investigator Jesse Prado. No telling if Mayor Pro Tem Zamora will take this on today. Now, to remind all of you watching, that report was presented on March 7th by Prado and the city's attorney in a deposition-style question and answer. The investigation found that all Uvalde police officers should be exonerated of wrongdoing for their actions on May 24th at Robb Elementary. Now, as expected, this led to outrage from the families of the victims and survivors at the meeting, as well as 2 city council members who seem to also be caught off guard by these findings. However, since that point, this report has not been addressed at all by any of the elected leaders here in Uvalde. Tonight's meeting will also be the last that Daniel Rodriguez will serve as the chief of Uvalde Police Department. His resignation also coming unexpectedly after the release of Prado's investigation. Tonight on the Night Beat, we're going to have a full wrap-up for you of what happens at tonight's City Council meeting. Live in Uvalde, Lee Waldman, KSAT 12 News.
Didn't sound like much, but that's actually a bomb going off from more than a mile and a half away. 20 pounds of commercial explosives going off in the distance. The San Antonio Police Bomb Squad called out to this property in southeast Bexar County on Stewart Road and New Sulphur Springs Road. That's where a man found these explosives. He was clearing out some property he had just inherited. About 11 homes had to be evacuated while the bomb squad detonated that explosive material right there on site. No one was injured. More bad background coming to light on the man who drove a cement truck into a school bus a couple of weeks ago. We're learning he not only had a prohibited commercial driver's license, he also had failed several drug tests before the crash.
An affidavit shows Jerry Hernandez's employer also failed to check his history before hiring him. A 5-year-old boy and a 33-year-old man in a different car killed in that crash on State Highway 21 back on March 22nd. That affidavit also lists confessions he told police after the incident. He told state troopers he smoked marijuana and used cocaine and only slept about 3 hours before that crash. Despite testing positive for marijuana in 2022 and cocaine in 2023, his commercial driver's license was still eligible in Texas through a loophole that allows his license to keep from being downgraded until November of this year. Hernandez charged with criminally negligent homicide in that school bus crash. Nearly 3 years ago, Taris Anderson was arrested and charged in a murder that police say started with a simple argument. Today, his case is finally going to trial. Anderson accused of shooting and killing Malcolm Everett in July of 2021. Each side gave their opening statements this morning. Anderson's attorney contend he acted in self-defense, but state prosecutors told the jury that evidence will show otherwise.
The defendant told them that he shot Ray. The gun is recovered. The ballistics match. There are people who watched it happen.
The trial expected to last through the end of the week.
We are getting closer and closer to the big day.
A total solar eclipse over South Texas is just 6 days away. Adam Caskey live at Hebner Tacos Norteños location, gearing up for that KSAT Eclipse glasses giveaway. It comes your way at 6:30 tonight. Adam, tell us what the weather's going to be today, but a lot of people also looking 6 days ahead right now.
Yes, that is the all-important forecast. 6 days from now is the total solar eclipse, and I will have our updated, not just cloud cover forecast, but an explanation of our rationale as well, and how our experience here is getting us to this point, and even some uncertainties with the forecast. So it's almost eclipse time right now. It's street taco time. Tacos Norteño. It's a newer spot along Hebner. You know, this is a part of Hebner where there are new businesses. This is one of the newer ones, been around for about a month, and the real Mexican street tacos. We're outside enjoying the weather right now. We're going to move in a little bit later, and I will, of course, get to that detailed forecast for next Monday, the total solar eclipse, our updated thinking with the cloud cover, and how long is this beautiful weather going to last and the changes that come this weekend. We'll see in a bit.
All right, thank you, Adam. KSAT, your Eclipse authority, of course. If you have a question, we've got an answer. Scan the QR code on your screen right now to submit your questions for our live Q&A stream with the KSAT meteorologists. Our team will also touch on the cloud cover forecast for next Monday. Clear skies, optimal for an eclipse. It's live on all of our streaming platforms tomorrow night at 7, so make sure to submit your questions before that.
When coming across a person on the autism spectrum, it's easy to mistake it for something else. It all comes down to recognizing the disorders that can come in all shapes and sizes. So right now, some local nonprofits are teaming up with San Antonio Police, teaching new cadets to better understand autism. Right now, Any Baby Can and the Autism Community Network say the training could end up saving lives.
The training is super helpful because it helps develop a level of competency in our new officers. These are cadets preparing to become officers serving the community, and it helps them to develop relationships and to learn how to interact with really all people from our community.
In an effort to continue the conversation, we are inviting you to a KSAT Community Town Hall on autism awareness. It's on April 16th at 2 in the afternoon. Our own Tiffany Huertas is hosting it. We're going to hear from our neighbors in the community to explore how local organizations are coming together to support families familiar with autism spectrum disorders. You can join the conversation by tuning in live on April 16th on any KSAT streaming platforms.
Check out traffic right now. We're going to go to the Transit Guide camera at Highway 90 in Medio Creek, and you can see traffic moving all right in the eastbound lanes of 90. It's the westbound lanes that are backing up right now as Highway 90 winds its way outside of town.
We all use paper towels. Which ones do you grab when you go to the store? 12 on your size, Marilyn Moore shows us the ones that hold up best next on the News at 5.
I'm Myra Arthur, and here's what we're working on for the news at 6 o'clock today. You've probably heard that avian flu was recently transmitted to cattle in the U.S. and then to a person here in Texas. Well, we went to Texas Biomed today, where they're working on preventing a future outbreak. But they're putting this latest news into perspective as well. What they want people to know about this latest transmission. That and more coming your way today on the news at 6.
Thank you, Myra. Good news for people that bring their pets on planes. American Airlines now letting passengers bring carry-on luggage with their pet carrier. Before, flyers with small pets were only allowed to bring a small personal item and the pet carrier. Now you can bring a bag that fits in the overhead bins. Plus, the fee's staying the same. It's still $150 to bring your pet to the skies on American. Meanwhile, JetBlue Airlines changing the way they charge flyers for checked bags. Prices to check luggage will now vary based on the departure date. The price for your first checked bag will range from $35 to $50, depending on whether the dates are during peak travel season. That includes most of the upcoming busy summer travel season and dates around Thanksgiving and Christmas. On transatlantic flights, the first checked bag's still free, except for customers flying on the cheapest fare.
When you buy paper towels, which ones do you grab? The cheapest or the ones with the name brand worth more money? 12 on your size, Marilyn Moritz shows us what happened when Consumer Reports put a half dozen paper towel brands to the test.
You rip, you wipe, and you're done. Easy cleanup.
Paper towels, they're not always the best option for the environment, but there are just some messes like kids' messes and pet messes that you don't want to have to wash out of a reusable paper towel.
Nobody wants a wimpy paper towel like this, so Consumer Reports put 6 brands to the test, including Brawny, Scott, Amazon Basics, and more.
First, they calculated just how much liquid a single sheet could hold. Then the strength test. They slowly added pellets into this cup, held up by a single wet paper towel until that paper gave out. This one, it's the scrub test. The best paper towel scrubbed sandpaper for about 15 cycles before breaking down. The worst couldn't do half that. And this may sound kind of nasty, but they even simulated vomit with this concoction of oatmeal and dehydrated veggies to see how well each paper towel could clean up that mess. If you have pets, you can appreciate that one.
We also checked to see how fast each sheet ripped from its roll and whether or not a paper towel could be reused. And we also evaluated the price, both per roll and per sheet.
The winner, a name synonymous with paper towels for nearly 60 years, Bounty. The quicker picker-upper had the highest test score overall, but it was also the most expensive one tested. CR says Brawny could be a good alternative, and it costs less. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Couple of name brands there.
I know.
All right, live weather outside, 77 degrees.
All right, beautiful out there. And today we are giving away something that'll help you next week.
Adam.
Yes, Tacos Norteño on Huebner. We're just west of Babcock Road, one of the newer locations. We got the real street tacos going, and I love the facade in here. It's great. It makes you feel like you're in the street ordering some tacos. We have some of our KSAT friends here that are joining us. Yeah!
Awesome. Fantastic. Love, this is my first time here as well, so I've already given it a 10 stars.
Oh, I love it. 10. Normally there's only like 4 or 5 possible. I love it. Now we were talking earlier, the all-important forecast for the eclipse, and we're going to dive right into that right now. We are 6 days away from the total solar eclipse that's going to grace parts of our area of south central Texas. Now, the kind of weather pattern that we're in, we're likely to have clouds overhead. However, that does not mean you won't be able to see the total eclipse. Let's talk about this. We think there's a 70% chance of a partially blocked eclipse. Only a 30% chance of a totally blocked eclipse. So odds are in our favor that the passing clouds will at least have some breaks in them or be thin enough to allow us to still see it through the thin, transparent clouds. And here's what I'm talking about. This is a common springtime pattern for us. See these cut-off upper-level lows? They're swirling just by themselves, drifting along, disconnected from the main river of push and flow in the atmosphere. Whenever we get these patterns, there are frequent changes and adjustments to the forecast up until you're just a few days out. But one thing this pattern just about guarantees is upper level moisture from the Pacific, and that means those high thin cirrus clouds. So it almost always translates to high cirrus clouds and maybe a few mid-level passing clouds. But remember, cirrus clouds are often very translucent and you can see through them. We just have to watch for the resurgence of those low clouds that are likely to stay near the coast but could head inward closer to us. We will have that answer as we get into the weekend. We'll have a better idea for that. So that's the way it is. And by the way, we're going to be here till 7 o'clock giving away the glasses. Okay, let's talk weather forecast here. Not as breezy this evening. Almost a little more fall-like than what we've had. By midnight, we'll be at 58 degrees. And then get this, tomorrow morning, we start the day at 48. Yeah, that's like 8 degrees below average for this time of year. And then by the afternoon, you'll see in our KSAT 12-hour forecast, we warm up to 71 even by the noon hour, then a high temperature of 80 degrees. So one of those days you want to dress in layers, sweatshirt for the kids at the bus stop, but then they don't wear it at recess and probably forget it at school. We've all been there. It's going to be one of those days. The lost and found is going to be packed the next couple of days. A lot of sunshine, low humidity, highs near 80 to the lower 80s all the way through Friday. Muggy on Saturday, and I know we have the air show at JBSA Randolph. We're likely to have some early morning fog and drizzle to start the day on Saturday. Then the ceiling will gradually lift a bit. So that's something to watch, and we'll have more specifics on that in the days ahead as well for that specific forecast. Saturday night, early Sunday, 30% chance of a quick thunderstorm or two. Then Sunday will actually clear out. If only we could make the eclipse on Sunday, it'd be ideal. But it's kind of going to be a tease because as we get into Monday, as we talked about, 70% chance of a at least partially obstructed view of the total solar eclipse. Still some uncertainty, and we will be fine-tuning this forecast very frequently. So check back with us on air, online, and especially on the KSAT Weather Authority app. But you notice, no real heat coming our way. The warmest day of the next 7, 83. Yeah, that's something we can cheer about. 83 degrees. Of course, we're cranking up the heat here in the kitchen. We'll be here till 7 o'clock. If you grab some food or not, we got some glasses for you and some raffle prizes. Okay, we're going to be back. We'll see you at 6 o'clock. Back to you inside.
Thank you, Adam.
I think he just likes getting his forecast applauded. I think he likes that.
He likes the live audience.
With the smell of
tacos in the background.
Tacos, it's not so bad, right?
No, that's a great gig.
All right, so some season-ending injuries for the Spurs. So guess what? You get to take on the defending champs.
Yeah, but they also get to take on the defending champs with rookie Victor Wembanyama, who won another award today. The Spurs are shorthanded, but they're going to give it their all. And in high school basketball, Ariana Robertson is ready to play on the national stage tonight. Coming up.
It feels great, honestly. Coming from Texas, like, we're a big competitive basketball, like, it's competitive down there, but in San Antonio specifically, you don't get that much shine down there. So doing something for the hometown, it's different and it's really special.
Ariana Robertson is ready to rep the 210 as a McDonald's All-American in big board sports. And congratulations to Victor Wembanyama, who was named the Western Conference Rookie of the Month for March. He played in 12 games in March and averaged 21.2 points, 10.5 rebounds, and a league-best 3.83 blocks. Wemby and the shorthanded Spurs are in Denver tonight to play the Nuggets.
Continue just how we've been playing these last couple of months for sure. We've been trending in the right direction, playing much better basketball, both offensively and defensively. Obviously we're banged up a little bit, got a few guys out, but it's just next man up mentality.
And in case you missed the news yesterday, Spurs guard Devin Vassell and forward Jeremy Sohan will both miss the remainder of the season due to injuries. Vassell underwent an MRI yesterday morning in San Antonio, and the exam revealed a stress reaction to the third metatarsal head on his right foot. Vassell is averaging a career-high 19.5 points per game this season, second best on the team behind Wemby. And Sohan was diagnosed with a left ankle impingement. After consultation with outside experts, the Spurs medical team has determined that arthroscopic surgery is the best approach to correct the injury. So the Spurs and Nuggets will play tonight at 8, and Keldon is out with a left foot sprain. She's a San Antonio Sports All-Star basketball player and an All-American as well. Clark standout Ariana Robertson will suit up and play in the 2024 McDonald's All-American Games in Houston tonight. 24 of the top girls of the nation will play ball in a clash of East versus West. Ari comes from a family of hoopsters and is proud to have learned from them and to continue the Robertson legacy on the court.
Being the youngest of 7, watching all my siblings grow up and experience their own and go through their own path, I could take a page out of their books, but this is something they've never really done before. So making a name for myself, you could say, it's been really fun, and to experience all that I have, it's been an incredible experience.
The McDonald's games are tonight at the Toyota Center in Houston. The girls tip at 5:30 p.m., followed by the boys.
So she's making a Mickey D's stop before she goes to Duke.
You got it.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Larry.
I'll be right back.
And you just saw the promo. Here we are, Tacos Norteño until 7 o'clock. We've got the glasses, and as you come through, if you want to grab a bite to eat and whatnot, we'll have the glasses and also some fun little raffle giveaways that we do whenever we're with our KSAT friends, such as we are right now. Again, we'll be here until 7 p.m. We do have about 400 glasses to give away. It's first come, first serve, so that's how this works up through 7 p.m. And we're going to talk more about that all-important Eclipse forecast, and we have it also online at KSAT.com, along with everything you need to know about the upcoming solar eclipse on KSAT.com. A bunch of articles. Sarah Spivey was just grinding it out again earlier today, getting some new things updated. So check that out if you have any other questions, and we'll keep you posted for updates. Other than that, we'll see you at 6.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks for watching News at 5. World News up next.